Real traders feel the pain, yeah, we in the drought. Red candle stacking up, making people doubt. But the game don't end, it just tests your soul. Pressure makes diamonds, learning is the goal. We trade in both ways, mindset stays gold. Trading with the trend, watch the trade unfold. We study the charts like maps to a treasure. Using fib levels, every target measured.
Oh, better days are ahead, just trust the signs. Learning every day, then we climb. There's a market coming where it's hard to lose. Gain so loud, no time to snooze. Manage risk, don't rush the trade. Patient traders always elevate.
Better days in. Real traders don't fold, we adapt, we learn. Every loss is tuition for the profits we earn. Been stuck in the chop, yeah, it's been a grind. But full-fledged bull run, about to blow your mind. No sleep, only grind, the gains will be crazy. Learn how to trade now, don't be lazy.
Keep your head high, your cold wallet close. The storm will pass, then the money flows. We've seen the bottom, now we rise to the moon, no compromise.
Real traders never quit. Real traders see the signs in the quietest zones before the hype hits and the media moans. It's patience, it's power, it's the calm before fight. Then the bull takes charge, and man, it's a sight. Don't chase the top, just be ready and wise. Better days ahead, watch for the prize. We've been here before, yeah, we know the script. Every cycle brings wealth when the mindset's equipped. Real traders never quit. Real traders never quit.
Oh, better days are ahead, just trust the signs. Learning every day, then we climb. There's a market coming where it's hard to lose. Gain so loud, no time to snooze. Manage risk, don't rush the trade. Patient traders always elevate.
Better days are quit. Yeah, we stand through the weather. Rain or shine, we rise together. Better days, better gains.
That's right, guys. Don't rush the trade. Don't rush it. Let the trades come to you. And sometimes it flips and it reverses. And when that happens, you just get out of the trade. Get out of the trade. Close out your trade. Move up your stop loss. Manage your risk. We never know what's going to happen. However, we do know something. 3, 2, 1. Bingo, bango. Bingo and a bango. This is what we do know. We know that we can rely on the crypto bubbles to tell us what has happened for the day. Has it been good? Has it been bad? For me personally, I want to know what's going to happen right now. How can I make money? Well, we can kind of look at that from the crypto bubbles to see if there's been huge pumps to where we could potentially buy a short, or there's been huge dumps where we can potentially go for a long. We have XCN. I still do not like this coin, but it makes people money. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean that, Joe, why don't you like it? What does it do? It's a payment plan. Okay, what does it do? Oh, you can pay your employees with it. Okay, that's cool. But like, what else does it do? So I don't like it. You have Ray coming up, you have Curve, but that doesn't mean that you can't make money. This one has made a lot of money. Fartcoin is up. Fartcoin is way too volatile for me. If it breaks levels, then great. Oh, special shout out to Crypto Coin Mindset for the raid. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are the absolute best. Starting a little bit early today. Normally we go around 12, but CCM just finished up his show. We were just over there. Granted, I was late. I wouldn't say too late for the next Wednesday show. I was very late for this Wednesday show, but get out of here. That's not a joke. But yeah, I was actually early for next Wednesday show. We'll just put it like that, okay? Yeah. Okay. Say that one more time. What the heck is going on over here? I don't know what I just did. Anyway, let's go to control, and I'm not sure what I did. I have buttons for my shortcut, and it messed everything up. Crypto bubbles. I think it's like really big right now. Let's go. Oh yeah, 100. Okay, there we go. So nothing too amazing. This is on the 1 hour time frame. You know, we have some nothing too amazing. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And I do greatly appreciate you guys very much. We have Crypto Caveman. Better days. That's right. That's right. Better days are ahead, guys. And there will be happy days. Who knows? The Fonz may show up. The Fonz may show up. See here. Now, hopefully everybody knows that reference. If you know the reference of either, well, you know, throwing the thumbs up and hey, if you know that, then put a 1 in the chat. If you know the name The Fonz, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't know either, put a 0. That tells me you are a youngin. Now, you could be a youngin and still know, hey, you could still know it. All right, let me know in the chat. Here we go, looking at, I don't think I want to show everything else, or let's go to the liquidations. This I do like looking at. This doesn't tell us where the price will go. This just tells us where there's liquidity and where the price might go. So this is on the 24-hour. We can see the price went up and it's coming down. We do have some liquidity up here, 32 million boring, 36 million, okay, right at 85.8. We have some down here, nothing, we have a lot down here, about 100 million. It's not crazy, but there's more on the downside. Let's now go to the 12-hour time frame. Let's see here. We have, Crypto Coin Mindset says, I know that guy. That's the cool guy. West, are you kidding me, West? West says, I don't know what you're talking about, old timer. Jesse knows who the Fonz is. Let's see here. Go into the list. All right. So we have a few that know and a few that don't. That's from the show Happy Days. Back when boys were boys and girls were girls and everybody listened to their parents, kind of. All right, moving on. So in the 12-hour time frame, we have 30 million sitting right at 85.5, and then we have a whole bunch coming down, just a whole bunch. Do I think that we are going to go up because we're really close before coming down, or possibly come down, make a liquidity on its way down to drive it up again? Well, this is why we do what we do. We trade level by level. That's right. Crypto Coin Mindset says Fonzie. Yes. I remember watching that show. I liked it. I like that show. Granted, I didn't look for the next episode, or it's like, oh, when is that show? No, like, to be honest, like, oh, I'll check it out. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But we do have a lot of liquidity on the bottom. So that is telling me that we have a pretty good chance of coming down here. Doesn't mean that we have to. There's a lot of times where we leave liquidity behind. Let's go to a 3-month. Let's look at a 3-month. Let us look at a 3-month. And when we leave it behind, more builds up here. So we have a lot up here, $301 million of liquidity. So this is telling me that we have a pretty good chance that we might come up for this, whether it's this season or maybe even next season. Because guess what? We're going to 1 year. This is the 1 year. We have a liquidity that was built as it went up. We still have liquidity down here. 7.35 billion with the B. As it's coming up, we had more liquidity built up here, 8.7 billion. So just because we have liquidity doesn't mean we're going to come for it. It just means that's an area of interest For example, right here, when we made a lower low, to me, it would have just made sense to at least come down to this level, and it didn't. It continued coming up because it wanted to take this liquidity as opposed to this. And then as it's going up, it's making liquidity as it's going up. As it's coming down, it's creating liquidity. So either way, the market makers win. It's just what direction do they want to take it? So that's what we always have to realize. All right, moving on. Let's see who's been liquidated. It's been kind of flipping and flopping. If you have any coins, let me know, guys. If you have any coins you want me to do, definitely let me know. Total liquidations. Let's refresh this. Total liquidations for the 1 hour. We have shorts getting wrecked, and that's because we had a recent pump. We're gonna look at that in just a moment. 4 hour shorts getting wrecked. 12 hour longs getting wrecked. 24 hour longs getting wrecked. This is what we were looking at last night when we were doing our stream. We saw that, you know, it was coming down and wasn't looking too hot. Was not looking too hot. So let me go ahead and take off the crypto bubbles. Oh, this is the song right here, Better Days Ahead, and this is available on Spotify. And let me go ahead and put that in the chat if you're not already. If you haven't, I would just love it if y'all could go ahead and follow here on Spotify and listen to all these songs, you know, and then let me know in the comments if you like them or not. If you don't like them, let me know too. If you have suggestions, you know, for a title or to what to talk about, let me know. Like this one right here was a suggestion from Wes. Well, I don't even know he knew it as a suggestion, but he just said, let the shorts hit the floor. I said, dude, I think that's a song. He also did another really great one. I don't want to put pressure on West, but he's coming up with he's coming with that one. Liquidation Congregation, he was part of that one. I think the leading force in that one. Let's see here. There was another one where I forgot what it was, but so there's been a few of them where Wes is really, you know, he just make a comment and like, dude, that sounds great. So there's, but let the shorts to the floor. That's a good one. But this one's a new release. All right, that's all I got. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's get started. Oh, that's my thing. Get over here. All right, so we are in live chat. Very good. We have very few people watching. Why? I have no idea. Who else is on right now? Someone else is on? Is Tom Crown on? I love Tom Crown. But if he's on, you know, shoot, I go over there right now. All right. So we're looking at the, let me drink some more coffee real quick. 1 second. All right. Love coffee. All right. If you drink coffee, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't drink coffee, put a 2. Let me know. Do you drink coffee or do you not? I sometimes drink it. I got to start drinking it more now. But on the daily time, oh, no, I don't have any water too. Man, I'd be drinking water like crazy. I'd be drinking water like I'd be working outside. I drink a lot of water. So on the daily, you know, where it doesn't look good, you know, this is my plan A and then my plan B. Right now, plan B is playing out, but I do think that we're going to come down. You know, this is what I'm thinking. Now that it did go up, I think potentially we'll do a lower high. This will be, whenever I do yellow dots, these are decision points. I think we're going to roll over and then potentially come down. Now, yesterday, I'm very transparent, guys. I'm very transparent. Yesterday, I told my group, I said, guys, I hate doing, no, I didn't say I hate doing this. I said, guys, I'm doing an emergency announcement right now. I'm closing work. You know, I recommend closing your longs. I recommend closing your longs. If you believe in it, if you're, you know, at a good area, maybe close half the position. I said I could either look like somebody crying wolf right now, or I could look like a hero, a genius. I don't like how it's looking. Here was our decision point, and on the lower time frame, I think it's a 15-minute. On the lower time frame, it wasn't looking good. You know, it was doing this number, and then I think it rolled over, or maybe it was here. I forgot what it was doing, but it wasn't looking good. I think it came down here and it started doing this. It wasn't looking good. And it's very difficult as a trader to cut your losses. It's very difficult as a trader because what you're doing is you're actually swallowing your pride, because you think it's going to go one way. You know, the longs are going to go this way, but then the market just changes. But that's what you have to realize. It's the market. It's not you. It's not your setup. It's not your call. It's the market. We have to adjust what the market gives us. And I told my group, I said, man, emergency update, close your trades. I said, I'm closing all my longs. I'm closing all my longs. And I could either be a hero or I could be somebody who cried wolf, but I would rather be a person who cries wolf, knowing that I protected my investment, either at a very small gain, break even, or an extremely small loss, versus seeing if this plays out to where it dumps really, really hard. And then now I lost 15% on one trade, 2x leverage. I lost 8% on another trade, 3x leverage. I lost another 5% on another trade, 4x leverage. So that's 20%. I would rather cut my losses because it could eat because nobody knows. And I would rather have money to trade for another day than to kind of risk it, knowing that I can see that we might roll over. And again, nobody knows what's going to happen. We only know after the fact. And right now, like, as much as the woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda syndrome is what is real. You know, man, if we would have stayed in the trades, we would have been back in profit, because we entered these trades a few days ago. If I didn't tell my people, X, Y, and Z, fill in the blank. However, I treat my group's money like it's my money. I don't want them losing money. And it's like, I would rather, because the alternative, because again, we don't know. I mean, if let's just think about this. If the price was here, I notified the group, everybody sold, and then he did this, and then boom, come all the way down here. Now, I'm a hero. Man, I'm great. I'm the best. Thank you for updates, everything. But if we go up, like, man, I should have only closed out half of it instead of all of it. Now, because now we know what happened. Here, we don't know. And here, it's not looking good. Not looking good one bit. Yes, we did bounce here. Yes, we did bounce here. Here, it was looking like it was wanting to roll over. And right now, as far as our trades go, we're all right. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Going in the list. Going in the list. Very good. We got some 1s and 2s in the chat. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So let's go ahead and look at this. What do I think is going to happen right now? We are coming up. We did break out of this zone, which that's what we needed to do in order for us to go long. As a matter of fact, one of the viewers last night, I think we were looking at this right around like 1:30-ish in the morning, 2 o'clock. He was saying that he entered along right here. I was like, ooh. For me personally, I would enter along once it breaks the PLC. And I actually drew this out. So this is so funny. I love it when this happens. Does it happen all the time? No. Just like for my plan A, I'm thinking we're going to come down. Did the plan A work? Nope. Plan B, potentially, if we do pull back here. But I just love when this happens. I say, because at this moment I'm thinking it's going to come down. But if it goes up, I'm thinking come up, down, up, break this level into the trade. Price went up to about here. Then I called it down. Then it went up to about here. Bingo, bango. Then down, but it went down a little bit lower. And then here broke this level into the trade for the long. Now you know what, guys, I've been battling this for a long time now. I think I'm going to start mainly focusing on Bitcoin, because it doesn't matter what these other coins are doing. They could be bullish, they could be bearish, they could do whatever. The only reason I don't trade only Bitcoin is because these other coins, they can move. Jasmine can move, Trump can move, Sui, Tau, Ondo, Ethereum, like you name it, these coins can move. But for I want to say 85% of the time, they rely on Bitcoin. So you can have the perfect setup, short, long, doesn't matter. But if Bitcoin reacts a different way, well, then it changes them. Now, I actually asked this question a few years ago to somebody I was watching at the time. And I asked, why don't you trade other coins? And he gave me the reasoning where they could do whatever they want, the other coins. But if Bitcoin goes one direction, depending on how influential Bitcoin is at that time, depends if they're going to follow Bitcoin or not. So why look at, the coin, but also have to look at Bitcoin? You can make more profit trading the alts, but you're still reliant on Bitcoin versus just trade Bitcoin. So that was one thing that I did pick up some years ago. And this is the reason why, for me personally, and I realized this before asking the individual, but that's the same reason why, there's a lot of times I don't look at the dollar, not the dollar. Sometimes the Dixie, the Bitcoin dominance, the total 2, total 3. And there's a lot of times I don't look at that because I just want to look at my coin. So there's a lot of reasons for different things. Sorry, moving on. Hey, we got Blocky in the house, dude. Dude, hey man, if y'all don't know Blocky's a cool dude. Blocky's a cool dude. He does a lot of live streams coming home. So let's go ahead and give my buddy Blocky a shout out. Who's this guy? This guy I made songs about. Yeah, I made songs about that guy. And the songs are called, let's see here. Songs, well, this one, he's kind of featured in it, Liquidation Congregation. This one, I wasn't really thinking about him on this song, but Hindsight Hustlers. This one right here, bing, 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 winner, 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 Grifter Warning. This song, and this actually is in the pin. Oh, I didn't pin the message. Let's see here. I'm going to pin the message right now. So definitely subscribe or follow. Definitely follow and listen to these songs. I talk about the Grifter. So that's for him. And then there's another one, Echo Chamber. Those are dedicated to him. So I got a lot of songs. All right, moving on. But let's see here. Going down the list and going down. The OC guys, he's live? Okay, that's impossible. Got a lot of good people here. Let's see here. Did I miss? Is there an admin? Is there an admin? Here we go. So Blocky. So this guy's a really cool dude. Of course, let's get his subscribers up. He does a lot of driving home, and this is pretty cool because he is relating to his community. We're all talking. Hopefully, whenever I can see it, I watch it, and he's just driving home, just talking. And then he also does collabs with other people, where that's pretty cool. Where he'll go and he'll do collabs, and they'll look at charts, everything else, and it's very hard to find. I right now, in my opinion, it's getting easier to find good people. Because right now my group is good people. So before it was really difficult to find good people. Now I'm finding it because now I'm hanging out and checking out Blocky, and then he has his own people. Then but it's all like good people. So really happy, and it all started with Piper Academy. So shout out to Piper Academy. All right, going down the list. See here, going down the list. Got some 1s and 2s, very nice. Got Sam in the house. What's up, Sam? Appreciate you, man. Got some Blocky Crypto. Definitely check him out. And good dude. Let's see here. David, what's going on, my man? Appreciate you guys for all being here. See here. Same old day, just like yesterday, lurking, working, and trading. I think I'm gonna make something like that a song about lurking and working. I think I'm gonna do that as live streams. So I think, David, you just gave me a suggestion. So let me write on here song, so I know what this one is for. So, Joe, you're overdoing it with the songs. I like it. Good song, got it. All right, let's see here. Going down the list. Thank you guys for smashing the like. You guys are the best. See, all set says, hey, trading made simple. Yes, indeed. Now, trading made simple is basically as far as like the levels, but we never know which way it's going to go. Like we can have a higher percentage, likelihood, prediction, thought process, whatever you want to call it, but it doesn't have to be as difficult as we make it. 13 indicators, Excel charts, looking at all these, vector candles, and man, we can make it difficult. We can make it so difficult. But breaks a high, could be a possible reversal. This is a bounce area. And man, I was really thinking it was going to come down though, just from this. And then I was thinking, come up and then either roll over. This would be more dramatic. This would be better. Or come down, come up, and then just roll over. And this is what I was thinking was going to happen. But it didn't. It did not. Tia, Joe, and the fam. What's going on, guys? Much love, man. Yeah, definitely do. Any questions, comments, concerns, issues? Let me know. Let me know. Man, we're barely started the show. I feel like it's the end already. I was like, oh my gosh, I have no content. Yeah, so for my show, the way it runs is I have about 10 minutes worth of Bitcoin. Sometimes I can stretch it to like 15 minutes. But other than that, the show's up to y'all. If you have questions, we, answer those. What I'm trying to do is save people from spending or wasting $99 an hour. That's right, an hour to have a mentor answer questions. I do this every day, sometimes multiple times a day. And I literally want questions. One, if you are an experienced trader, you can either test my knowledge, which for me, I don't consider that an insult. I don't consider that a challenge. I encourage it. Test my knowledge. See if I know what I'm talking about. See if I know how to trade. Now, my answer may be different from yours, and that's just because I trade differently, or it may be spot on to yours, or it could be something that's like, I don't know if I want to watch this dude anymore. That's what I want. I want you to test me. I want you to challenge me. I don't think I've heard any mentor or anybody on YouTube asking for that, because they're afraid that they might be outsmarted. Me, I'm not. Shoot, man, I'm learning. I'm always learning. And there are people in here that are way, and I can see it, that are way smarter than me. Now, what I do like doing is I like asking questions, because I like going to different people's live streams. And I like asking questions. Now, these questions I know the answer to, but I like asking questions. One, it helps out people who might not know to ask that question. And two, let me just see if this guy knows what he's doing. And I'll ask a question. Some of them can answer it very, very easily. Like some of them have difficulty because they're really smart here, but to organize it and, do it to where it's easy to understand. It's sometimes difficult, especially if that's the first time they receive that question, to answer it. However, next time, because that question was asked, next time they can, verbalize it much easier. But I do that quite a bit. I'll go to different people's live streams and I'll ask a question. Hey man, what is this? Or how would you do this? Or can you look at the 1 hour time frame and just kind of give me your thought process? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, that's what I do. Let's see here. What says, Joe, would you ever do a sort of trading wars competition? Yeah, man, I actually did. I was on 2 seasons ago and TradeFly took me out. Now, this is not an excuse. This is what happened. I lost by, I think it was like, I want to say $14 because I always have 14 in my brain, but I actually watched the video again and it was more like $23. Now, the first show I was up, second show I was up, or how many shows I did. Then on the last show that I got eliminated, TradeFly eliminated me. At the very beginning of the show, before we even were on air, I told the guys, I was like, hey guys, is y'all's platform, whatever trading thing we were using, is y'all's thing messed up? Like mine's like really bad delayed. They're like, no, it's not delayed. Everything's fine. So I said, all right. So I logged out and I logged back in and now the show's starting. And in that show, you can see my frustration. Like I'm doing this, because what I'm doing is I'm hitting submit for the entry. It doesn't show that I entered. And then I'm looking for it, maybe give it 2 seconds, nothing. Then I increase my price or my margin because it's moving away from me. Or no, it's not, it hasn't moved yet. So I'm putting it in and then it's finally moving, but it still doesn't show my entry. I remember that it was moving. I was like, what the heck? So then I do like a market order with more money and because I want to get in that trade because I know it's a setup's great. And then I refresh the page. Guess what just happened? I entered 3 times. 3 times the amount I was going to put in. And then I didn't know, but it was already reversing. So it was a bad trade. It's like, oh crap. So I cancel it. And so I just lost way more money than I would have lost. And you can see me throughout the show. I'm doing this and I believe I even mentioned it on the live where it's like, man, like my stuff's getting my stuff's getting like laggy or, anybody else having problems. Yeah, and sure enough, on the shows, I think I was only positive, but on that show, I was negative, like, shoot, man, $260 or whatever it was. And TradeFly was down like 230. I mean, it literally came down to the wire till we had to like break out the calculator. And sure enough, I lost. But the only reason, in my opinion, I lost was because I could not see my trade. I was literally trading blind. And I think I made that comment on the thing. But I would love to do it. I've talked to Keeper and it's funny. Oh, we're gonna do it. We're just kicking back right now, guys. We're just kicking back, and I love it. Here we go. Story time. So with Keeper, of course, everybody loves a certain person, a certain grifter. We'll just say. I don't like saying people's names that I don't like. That's why it's extremely rare you will ever hear me say a name of somebody I don't like. So I don't like saying different people's names. And so we'll just call him the grifter. So the grifter, everybody loves him. It's charismatic. So what is a grifter? So for those of you who don't know, Joe, you're going down a rabbit hole. I know. So let us do this really quick. So whenever you have any questions, you can go to Grok, you can go to Google. But what is a grifter? Please, always say please summarize in 4 bullet points. So what's a grifter? You know? If not, now you will. So a grifter is a con artist who manipulates or deceives people for personal gain, often using charm, false promises, 4 bullet points, deceptive tactics, using fraud, scams, manipulation to exploit trust, personal gain, seeking money, influence, or benefits at the expense of others, charming, charismatic, persuasive, skilled at storytelling, targets vulnerabilities, preys on unsuspecting or gullible individuals, new traders, charming, charismatic, personal gain, tactics, tactics, this is emotions. Let's put on here, how can a grifter use emotions, I'm spelling this probably wrong, emotions, to their advantage? They use emotions. That's one of their biggest things is emotions. So one, it builds trust. You cry, you show empathy, you create an emotional bond, making victims feel understood or cared for, exploiting fear, panic, greed, hope, promising wealth, success, all this stuff, obligation, and then when you challenge them, they block you because they don't want negativity. They just want positivity. No, what they don't want is people who can see through this. That's what a grifter is. I forgot where my point was going. I was going to tell a story. Oh yeah. So Keeper. So story time. So I told Keeper, me and Keeper, we talk, and not like buddies, but we talk. And I talked to Keeper and I say, hey, man, I get it, dude. I made a comment on it was one of the shows. I was already off the show. I had just gotten eliminated by Tradefly, and I made a comment about the grifter in the live stream, saying that that he claps because if I trade like him, shoot, I'd be surprised too, and I'd be happy. And nobody responded to it. Nobody responded. Nobody. And then I made another comment. Nobody responded. Another comment. Nobody responded. I logged in with my other account, and I wasn't on there. I was like, this fool blocked me for making that comment because everybody worships this dude because he's so charismatic. And I'll tell you this, he's a great salesman. Because what does he do? Here's a trick to be a salesman. Let's say you meet somebody for the first time. Hey, Jim, blah, blah. First, you remember their name so they feel important. Nobody remembers names, but if you can remember my name, I feel important. And, we get to talking or whatever. And, I say, yeah, it's from San Antonio and now I'm over here. This and that, blah, blah. I brought my cat with me. Love the dude. His name's Little One, this and that, blah, blah. Next time I meet him, it's like, hey, Joe, how you doing? But most importantly, how's Little One? Dude, instant friendship. If you need anything, I got you. Why? Because you listen to me. Nobody listens to me. Instant friendship. You talk about San Antonio and the Alamo and blah, blah, blah. I was like, do you want me to buy? Do you have a book? If you do, can I buy it from you? Can you sign it? He knows how to sell. That's a great salesman. And so back to my story. I ended up leaving a message for Keeper with my voice. And I said, who's here, guys? Who's here? Put a one in the chat. And I ended up leaving a message for Keeper. It's like, dude, I get it. Like everybody bows down to this dude because he has a huge network. And I just speak the truth. Some people don't like it, and I get it. And then, like a few months later, what you call it? I forgot how we talked again, or I don't remember. But I think it was on one of his posts, I think he had posted on X, and I had made a comment or whatever, and, you know, we started talking that way again. And then I sent him a message, you know, I said, dude, I would love to be on your show again, but I get it if you don't want me on there. You know, granted, when I'm on the show, I don't, same thing when I was on Piper's, when I was on Piper Academy, you know, I never talked about certain people. I would kind of start, but then I said, nope, if you want drama, you go to my channel. Here, it's drama-free zone. That's the only rule I had, was drama-free zone, out of respect. And I said, don't worry about me, you know, talking about that stuff or whatever. I just, you know, I do that on my channel. Because there, I'm the king. Here, I'm your guest, you know. And nobody's here. Nobody's putting once. Maybe I should stop my thing. But so then I tell him, and he's like, no, man, you know, hopefully he'll have me on next season. We'll see. But he's a cool dude. I really like the dude. I've done some audio messages. Some of them when I was a little bit, let's just say I took too much cough medicine. And I leave a message, hey, man, how's it going? Yeah, man, I get it. You know, everybody bows down to about, so yeah, it's funny. See here, all that says, I trade using only 3 indicators. Hey, there you go. See here, yeah, I'm starting to trade with no indicators. Yeah, for me, I mean, I like indicators, but I really don't use them. I mean, I'll do them every once in a while. Like I have these, you know, these are my old school ones. You know, we have the volume, we have the RSI, we have the, I really don't use it though. If anything, I look for like divergence, but just to let me know that it'll come down. But I already know that it might come down to this level because when it went up, what goes up is going to come down. What goes down is going to go up. It just meant when. And even if we did have, let's say we had bearish divergence here, doesn't mean it's going to come down now. Nope. It could continue going up. And then when it does come down, oh, now my bearish divergence is playing out. So bearish divergence doesn't say that it will play out right now. It just says that it might play out, but we don't know when. Once it starts rolling over, oh, it's playing out. Then it goes up. Oh no, never mind. Oh, now it's playing out. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think anybody's here. I show people here. Maybe y'all are the grifter lovers. I don't know. It's okay, I guess. It's okay. See here. Closed out my Bitcoin trade around 10:30 in the profits. Ooh, in profits. Very nice. 10:30 a.m. Blogging says, I flashed them here and there, and in lies, but as far as trading, I don't. Okay. So here, VWAP. I love the VWAP. I love the VWAP. I love the fixed range volume profile because all those, they show you volume. Volume to me is extremely important. Let's see here. Yes, I have flopping ropers VWAPs. Yeah, is his free or do you have to join his group for that? I don't even know. But I do use VWAP, and like with the VWAP, what I'll do is I'll actually use it like kind of like a Bollinger Band. So for example, let's go to a 4-hour time frame. I'll start a VWAP, let's say from here. It's an anchor VWAP. So I'll do an anchor VWAP from the beginning of this move. So here's that. Then I'll do an anchored VWAP from the beginning of the entire move. So we'll go from about here. And then I will do a anchored VWAP from, let's say, this whole move. So what it's doing, it's actually giving me like a range. So this is what I'll do sometimes, to where it kind of acts like a Bollinger Band. You know, if I'm in the middle, okay, cool. If I'm on the upper part of the band or the lower part. So this is, to me, I think it's pretty cool. And all we're doing is just going from different areas. Let's see here. See, going down the list. See here. Also, it says, I try to avoid other people's ideas and trades. Yeah, for me, there was a time where I was watching too many people and I could feel it kind of creating a bias on what might happen. and it was kind of going against what I was thinking. And we'll just say that mine would have played out, but I respect these other people, and normally they're right. And then when that happened, it's like, I need to stop watching, or at least when they talk about that, you know, close my eyes. Close my eyes. See here. Nah, I get it. I love this. I hate Discord. Man, do I hate Discord. I hate Discord so much. I love trading. I love Telegram. Telegram, love it. Discord, you join someone's Discord and right away you're met with 30 channels. It's like, really, man? You're 30 channels, plus this other person's 30 channels, plus this other person's 20 channels, plus this other person's 45 channels, plus this other, like, get out. No, this is too much. Now, granted, I have a lot of channels or a lot of groups on mine, but what you could do is you could make a folder in Telegram. So let's say I have whatever groups. You can put 2 of those groups in one folder, so you're only notified of the call outs. You can create another folder where you have like the chat and just general stuff in here. And then you can create another folder for whatever, you know, you can put it in here. So whenever this folder lights up, you know it's a setup. Boom, you see the number on the folder, you click on it, and then you go to the group, you're there. Versus, you know, you having all these Discord with all these channels, with all these unread messages. I don't know about you, but that gives me anxiety. Telegram, I love it for that reason that I just mentioned. Let's see here. Yeah, Allset says, just trying to keep my mind, trades, unbiased. Yep. Okay, what's that? Story time. Story time. Thank you, CCM. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for everything, brother. Apologize for today. You're the best. You're the best, man. Thank you. So here, going down the list. What it says, I'm here just working. Appreciate you, man. Shaw in the house. What's up, Shaw? Appreciate you guys for being here. Appreciate everybody being here. David says, the 3 number ones of trading, all else, even your entry point and TA is secondary. Emotional management. Yes. Risk management. Yes. Trade management. Emotions will take out the best in doing everything. Yes. So those are very great points. I would like to add to those. So for me, I would actually put emotions where it's lower on the list. It's very important though. So for me, when it comes to entries and everything else, for my number 1 is the trend. That's my number 1. My number 2 is my risk management. And then my number 3, before I get into the trade, would be my emotions. So that's for me how I would do mine, but everybody's different. So 1, the trend. Like in order for me to even think about entering the trade, I need to know what's the trend doing, what's the price action doing. Then my risk management, is it even good to get into this trade? Then before I get into the trade, am I emotionally okay? Did I just get into a fight? Did I just lose my job? Do I need to make this money? Because if not, my light goes out. Did I just come home late from, hanging out with the boys and my thought process isn't straight. So that's in my order. But yeah, everybody's different. And that's a great order to have. Great order to have. Thank you, David. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Let's see here. David says, indicators save me time. No, not needed, but helpful saving on the asset I can, yeah, you can't replace time. Very true. And I want to thank all of y'all guys. I want to thank all of y'all for being here and spending your time with me. You guys are the best. You don't have to be here, but you're here. You're here listening to my stories, listening to my, we used to call it pillow talk. Listening to all that stuff. Appreciate you guys. Let's see here. See here. Not me. I mod for a few, but don't watch. Okay. Let's see here. What makes a VWAP great? It's weighted over time. Yes. So anything that's an average, I like. It doesn't mean that it's going to go to it. It just means there's the average. It might come to it. You have a higher probability of it going to the average. However, it's not a definite because the price can still go up. And guess what the average is going to do? The average is going to do what it does. It's in the name, average. I have a song called Price Magnet. And listen to that song. All these songs that I have, it's in the pinned messages, all on the chat. All these songs that I have, they teach you the stuff that I teach, and you jam out to it. But as the price goes up, the average, VWAP, moving average, whatever it is, will also go with it. And then eventually it'll come down to the average, and then sometimes it'll be low, but this is the average. But yeah, I love the VWAP. I love the fixed range volume profile. Again, volume is so important. And this volume, not so much. This is just volume based off of time. You know, on a 4-hour candle, how much volume was there? So, I mean, this one is kind of important, but not really. What I want to know is volume over, how do I explain this? From the range, you know, was there more volume here or here? Was there more volume here or up here? So it's the range for the volume to see if we come up here, we have a pretty good chance of maybe having more volume, more maybe buyers and sellers. So I like that. All right. See here, $100 now for, man, get out of here. So here's my question. Here's my question to everybody. How rich do you got to be? How much money is enough? There's a question. How much money is enough? For me, do I want a big old house with a maid and a butler and a chef and whatever? No. Piece of land, small little house, solar, water, the water reserve or whatever it is called, internet. That's all I need. Nice little house where I can enjoy the rest of my days. And I am going to be I'm going to be a poor millionaire. Why? Because like you guys are my family. So when I'm making all this money from people who want to learn faster in my group, when I'm making all this money, guess what I'm going to be doing? One, reinvesting into the business. That's a must. That's what smart people do. But I'm also going to be giving back to the people who helped me get off the ground. So these people, my VIP members, get first access, you know, when I make it. When I make it, these people will be getting, I don't think I've ever worded it this way, but these people will, and this is not empty dreams or empty promises. Clip this and save it. But when I make it, you know, the people who have stuck with me and you know, helped me through, well, not helped me, but just believed in me during the hard times, they're going to be very, very nicely rewarded. That's all I got to say about that. And this is not me selling you anything. This is me offering. If you want to learn faster, if you want to join the group and get the call outs and detailed videos, join the group. Trade_intuition if you have any questions. But that's what I'm going to do. So when I do have an indicator or a whatever, how much am I going to charge? That's the question. I will probably charge $29.99 because everybody, in my opinion, can afford that. Now, everybody should be able to afford $100. You know, you're saving $400, which is an amazing deal. But seriously, man, $100? You already got money. Your brother's already got money. And they trade with big money too. How much money is enough? You know, for me, I'm going to be helping out everybody. And that's why I'm going to stay broke. And I'm okay with that. I don't need the lavish cars, the lavish lifestyle. I'm all right. That's why I'm going to stay broke. Because I'm going to be, you know, if I do have something, it's either going to be free because you're part of my group, or if you don't want to join my group, well then $29.99, $49.99, something. $100, I don't know about that. I don't know. And that's just me. Like, I love Flopper Groper, I love Crypto Face, I love all of them. But how much money is enough? And I got another story time. Man, I'm losing everybody. Nobody likes story time today. Losing everybody. So one more story time. I have one more really quick. So my ex-boss, dude, was a multi-millionaire many times over. And I was driving him to one of his appointments. You know, we'd be kicking back, hanging out, talking about business, talking about just whatever. And he's, you know, talking about business. You know, he needs to get more people in, this, that, blah, blah. And I literally asked him, I said, dude, I know a fraction of how much money you have. I know a fraction of it. And you have what more than 20, maybe even 30 people make in a year. No, in a lifetime. Forgot what I said. Dude had a lot of money. I said, and you still want more? I said, how much is enough? He couldn't answer that question because it's always a competition. You make your first million, somebody else has 2 million. Then you try to make 2 million. Well, now they make 10. Now you try to make 10, and you're always trying to have a pissing contest. All right. We got James in the house. What's up, James? I'm late as usual. Hey, you know what? I was late today too. Actually, I was already on this show, but I was late to my friend's show, CCM. Felt bad. See here, David says the indicator saves you from loading them one by one on your own chart. Yeah, for $100, I think I would just load it one by one. So, and see, that's another thing too. When I saw that he had a VWAP, that it had the different time frames, I was like, you did nothing new. You literally got an existing thing and you're charging for it because you have a name. Like, you are a name in the crypto industry because of your brother. And you're charging for it. I don't know. Maybe this is why I'm poor, because I speak my mind. It's an indicator that's free already. So instead of loading them up yourself, you're charging $100, which was $500 before. I don't know. Crypto K-Man says Discord is too much. I agree, brother. David says anchored VWAP are free in TradingView. The $100 is to save people time. I don't have it, but I've considered it. If I traded a bunch of different coins, I'd already trade a few. Okay. So, I mean, $100 is nothing. It's just the principle of the matter. It's like, all right, guys, you know, I'm going to charge you for air. Granted, you can get air for free, but if you get my air, it's different. That's how I see it. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just old. I don't want to say jealous. Is that? I mean, there's no jealousy in that. I don't want to rip off people. Not saying that he is. Not saying that. I'm just saying it's like me buying a car, ripping off the, I don't want to say ripping off, taking off the logo of the car and putting my logo on there. That's exactly the analogy that I want you to see. It's getting a car, taking off the logo of the car, emblem, whatever, trademark, putting my logo on the car. I didn't do nothing to the car. Maybe put a sticker on it, and then selling the car as mine. That's how I see it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Understandable. And I trade slightly different than 99% of the crypto traders. I trade more like Forex traders. I don't know what Forex traders trade like, but I've been told that I trade differently as well. So David, let me know if I trade like a Forex trader or if I trade a different way. Cause I don't know what they trade like. I just know how I use momentum. I use price action. I use the strength of the move. That's how I trade. See here, I like your homesteading plan. Works for my wife. Yeah, dude, like Jason Casper, dude's living the dream. I have been I'm too lazy though. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm too lazy. I'd have to hire somebody to do it for me or for me to help them. But I think I would die be unalived, not unaliving myself, just be unalived. Cause I'd be like, you know what? A lot of work needs to be done today, but I'll do it tomorrow. And then that day never comes. But like Jason, man, the dude lives the dream. He has his own farm, turkey, chickens, eggs, eats super healthy, lives off the land, how we were supposed to do, in great shape, the whole nine. Man, he lives his dream. And that's how, and I've been watching videos for several years now, homesteading, everything like that. But I don't know if I could do it. I don't know. I would literally have to hire somebody to help me. So yeah, it'd be fun though. I mean, if I had to, if I was forced to, I'd do it. Let's see here. What says, saying small living hut, enough money to do whatever. Yeah. Not have to worry about, groceries or bills. If I want to get a steak dinner, I can get a steak dinner, not even worry about the price. When I was doing RN and working overtime, I loved it, man. I loved it. I didn't worry about nothing. Like I would spend way more than I should have. I wasn't that. Was I into crypto? I don't remember. I don't think I was in crypto at that time. But man, oh man, I had some fun. But I wish I knew about crypto, because I would have, man, I could have easily put in, man, I don't even want to say how much money. But let's see here. Blockett says, yep, sorry I got the VWAP indicators because somebody donated to me the money to buy. Hey, there you go. Dude, that's perfect, man. So if anybody donated to me, which I'm not asking for that, and they said, get X, Y, and Z, out of respect, I would, matter of fact, this, I have two of them. This was donated to me. This was donated to me. This is a, so one of them fancy mice, because I have two of them. I have two of them. But these are very, very, for me, very expensive mouses. Because mine would be like $10, $20, whatever. I think these are like 150. And somebody who really appreciated all the help and everything that I did, they sent me money and they said, I would love for you to buy this mouse. It helps out. And I just, dude, that mouse is like crazy expensive. But I'm going to do it because you gave me the money for it. Normally I would not even look at something like that. And I bought it. The best mouse I've ever had. I love it. I love being able to click here, click these, cut and paste, the little buttons. I would never go to a regular, well, I would say never. If I had a choice, I would never go to a regular mouse again. This mouse, by far, the absolute best. It is a MX Master 3S. M, Mary, X-Men, Master 3S. I think it's a 3. My eyes are very bad. Yeah, it looks like a 3. Best mouse I've ever had. And I love it so much that I bought another one. This one's a refurbished one, but I don't like it because You hear that? Click, click, click. I hate clicks, so I don't use it. This is my backup. Whenever this one dies, I'll use this one. I hate clicking sounds. This white one, it doesn't do the clicking sound. And man, I fell in love with it right there. I was like, it's so smooth. I love it. Let's see here. David says, almost nobody trading crypto was trading using anchored VWAPs, and many had no clue what they are. Very, very few. Nix brought a lot of attention to Brian Shannon's 5DMA and anchored VWAPs. I don't even know who that dude is. Is that a paid indicator? I'm sure, man. All these guys want to get paid. Like for me, do I have something that's paid? Yes. Sure do. Do you need to do this? No. Ask questions here. So that's the difference between me and a lot of people. Like everybody wants to get paid. And I get it. You know, they put in the work, they put in, you're paying for their time and all the time I get it. But, man, everybody just wants to get paid. However, in crypto, there's a lot of people with a lot of money. A lot of people. There's a lot of people that don't have money that want money. Like it says, I don't buy anyone's stuff because I'm cheap. LOL. Hey, same here, man. Now, granted, I'm in a lot of, I don't want to not do it, but I'm in a lot of people's Discords and Telegrams, just helping support them. Granted, they have way more money than me, but it's just a way of me showing my support. But I'm literally thinking about stopping just because, like, I need to put that money into the business, because right now we need to do more stuff. Like we really do. See here. David says, my work buys them for me. Love them, but I never buy them on my own. A block of wood on wheels with a click. Yep. Your second one is identical to mine. Clicks. You can hear it in China. Yeah. I hate it, man. I hate it so much. It was refurbished, so I got it for much cheaper. I think instead of like paying 150, I think I paid like 90, I think. And as soon as I got it, I was like, oh man, it's awesome. And then I clicked and you hear click. I was like, no. But I never return stuff. It's like, no. But yeah. So here, no, it's not paid. They're free. They're free. What is there? I don't know what they're free. Maybe this. I think you referred to this. Oh yeah, you actually answered it. Anchored VWAPs. Okay, very nice. Book. I think you're doing story time. All right. Anything else, guys? Anything else? If not, I will let you go about your day. You guys are great. Right now, price is coming up. And we were in Ondo. Okay, I don't feel so bad. So, like, nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen. And, like, I would feel, and it's even more pressure on me because, you know, it's my group. It's more pressure on me because it's not just me canceling my trade. It's like, all right, fine. But it's canceling or telling my members to cancel the trade because of what could potentially happen. We entered here for a long, looking great, support, broke the level, that's fine, 382, we're still good, bounce here, you know, we needed to break this level to add to our entry, and then we come down here, then we lose this level, it's fine, this is when Bitcoin's going down, it's all right, you know, we're probably gonna bounce here, it breaks this level, and now we're like, oh, let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's rolling over from where I was looking at. So I said, let's cut our losses. We cut our losses about 5%. So we saved a loss. If it goes down, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. But I really, man, I hate the fact that if we were to close, because I'm in, you know, I'm the leader. If we close and then it shoots up and boom. It's like crap. We took a 5% loss when we could have just held it and see what happens, and then we get our target. However, that's only because we know it went up, if it goes up. Now, if it rolls over, let's say it does this number, and then we get stopped out, well, now this was a great idea because we saved, what, 7%? Then your leverage, we saved a lot of money. We saved a lot of money, but once again, we don't know until after the fact. We only have the data we have in the moment. And like, in a sense, I really want this to come down so I can feel good about the decision. However, based off of the decision, that was the information that I had at the moment. So that was the best decision I had versus having more time and seeing, okay, well, we might start bouncing up. Let's see what happens. Now, if we were to see this here, we would have waited and we would have had our stop loss underneath this. Just move it up. See what happens. Let's see here. DMA indicators and anchored VWAPs percentage. Let's look at it. Let us look at it. So it's called DMA. Let's see here. The actual name of it, indicator. No. DNA and VWAP. No. How do I look it up? Brian Shaw, maybe put his name. Brian Shannon. Nope. How do I look it up? Hey, we got bored, a PC guy in the house. IUCA market sentiment, macro direction, support resistance, and get the best in. Yeah. Same. Oh, 5 DMA. 5 DMA. And probably this one. No, it said 5. So I got to put a dash in it. 5 dash. Which one is it by? I don't see that person is Brian Shannon. The second one. This one right here. So let's history that. And let's go ahead and save this. Oh, let me do it like this. Let's do it like this. Okay, so I'm saving this. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on. Did I click on it? I don't know. So I just clicked on it right now. Let's see what it does. Let's hide everything else. Let's look at this. This is why I love doing this, guys, because y'all help me out so much. You guys are the best. See here. So we did search this, and we're going to be looking at this. See here. A lot of Forex trades, patterns. Let's see. We all used a lot of Forex trade ideas and patterns. They were here way before us in crypto. I don't really fret myself over entry price. I can use a trade and risk management to make my own entries. Board PC guy in the house. Thank you, my friend. See, I use TA, market sentiment, macro direction, support resistance, and get the, yes. It's not Brian's indicator, dummy. Listen to my words, Joe. Sorry. 5 DMA, I said. It's the second one. Listen to me. Oh, sorry, David, sorry. You can also see the 5 DMA by looking at the 10 SMA on the hype chart. Man, you're so smart, David. David's a smart one. I'm saving that comment as well. Very good. All right, so let's look at this 5 DMA line. Okay, so it shows this. Got it. Distance and percentage. I don't see any percentage, but okay. SMA, EMA, okay. Then we have this price above, below, 5 DMA line, plus or minus. Okay, we'll leave it the way it is. Up, down, use single color, bottom, large, show, this and that, blah, blah, style. Okay, I don't like the price on this right here. Tables, I don't see any. Oh, there's something down here. Okay, look, it has this down here. So nice. Background colors. I really don't like background colors, but we'll see what it does as far as. Oh, so when it's green, it's highlighted. When it's red, it's nothing. So I don't like the background colors. Take that off. Okay, and here are the colors right here. So we're going to say apply, save as defaults. Let me see that. Say okay. Okay, very good. All right. This is intraday trading. Where's the percentage? Oh, percentage is down here. So what is a DMA? So I'm assuming moving average. I don't even know. What did I do? I did something. So double click that. I wish there was like a little question mark to where you can see what a DMA is. Daily moving average? No. Oh yeah, a daily moving average. So it combines several daily moving averages, like a 21, a 9, a 200. Is that what it's doing? What is it doing? Because there's 5 DMAs in one. Show percentage. I like that. That's pretty cool. So the percentage goes away. Here's the percentage. I think that's pretty cool. I like that. I don't know what it is, but I like it. See here. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to look and compare this to my. Let's see, the percentage symbol was a mistake. It's the 5 on the keyboard with shift being hit. Percentage symbol was a mistake. It's the 5 on the keyboard with shift being hit. So 5 and shift. Oh, when you did it. Okay. See here. DMA song incoming with short video. I don't even know what a DMA is. Or how it's doing it for the. So let's go to our indicators. SMA. So this one's the color one, the new one. Here's our 9. Here's our 50. Here's our 200. I'd have to play around with it. But I mean, I like it. It's got a, you know, you can just break it down to the most simplistic thing. You know, it breaks this level and it's green. You know, granted, I would enter because it broke this level, but it is also green. So it's above this daily SMA or whatever it is. And the trade, like it. And I would expect it to come down here. And then for me, I would sell if it broke this level. Came up. I like it. All right, we're losing people, guys. I do thank you very much. We actually went over our 1 hour. I do greatly appreciate you. Thank you, David. You are the best. You're the best. Helping us out, learning every day. And that's what we got to do, guys. We have to learn every day. Or is it, we got to pray just to make it today? And you got to say, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. All right. If you know that reference, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't know the reference, well then you're too young. See here, David says, you got it. Check out that address. What address? What are you talking about? You sent me a message or something? Hey, that's right. That's right. You got to pray. You got to pray just to make it today. You do? All right, guys, that's all I got. We're going to jam out. We'll do the fib level song today. We'll do the fib level song. Thank you so much. So stay tuned for the fib level song, and then let me know if you like it, and really appreciate you guys. Once again, my name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms or pattern memorization. We make trading just a little bit not as difficult. You can tune in every single day, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday at 4. We do bonus streams, so make sure the notification bell is on. And sometimes it's usually midnight, sometimes 2 in the morning. But let's see here. See, can you not see the link? No, can't see the link. I'll DM on X. Okay. I prefer Telegram. If you don't have Telegram, it's okay. I will check on X. I'm on Telegram literally every waking moment. I'm on X maybe once a day. But on Telegram, I normally respond within 10 minutes unless I'm editing a video, which then it may take 40 minutes to an hour. But there's a lot of times where I'll respond within 2 minutes. But give you a heads up, that's on Telegram. But if you don't have Telegram, not a problem. Do it on X. Thank you guys so much. Let's listen to the fib song. Thank you so much. See you soon.
Yeah. Trade intuition, reading the charts, Fibonacci levels playing their part. Price runs high then pulls right back. Catch that zone, watch it react. Made by Fibonacci, yeah, the math don't lie. Price gotta retrace before it touch new highs. Golden pocket sitting at that 0.5 to 0.618. Wait for the bounce, it's not too late. Pull back clean to the 382. Still got strength, bulls coming through. Halfway deep, that's a solid bet. But below 0.618, watch your step. Golden pocket, that sweet zone. Catch the retrace, let it be known. 0.5 and 0.618. Watch for the bounce, it's not too late.
Yeah, time it right.
Traders get scared when the price pull back, but that's just the market setting up the track. Watch for that fib retrace, let it hit key zones, then set the trade in right place. Danger zone lurking past that 0.618. Breaks too low, man, it might be too late. If price don't hold, better watch the slide. Next stop lower, bulls might hide. Wait for the move, don't rush the play. Golden pocket holds, then ride that wave. Patience wins, let the fibs align. Wait for the test, then claim what's mine. Golden pocket, that sweet zone. Catch the retrace, let it be known. 0.5 to 0.618. Watch for the bounce, it's not too late.
Yeah, time it right.
We don't chase no top. Wait for the pullback, let the price drop. Strong retrace, that's how it goes. Catch the wick, let the profits flow. New traders panic, dump too fast. But pros know that the dips won't last. If structure's strong, then trust the game. Fibonacci rules, it's all the same. Ride that bounce from the 0.618. Stop loss tight, don't hesitate. Risk control, gotta keep it clean. Patience key, that's part of the scheme. Fake gurus don't teach these lines, they just hype trades, wasting time. Trade intuition, show 'em the way. Golden pocket saves the day. Golden pocket, that sweet zone. Catch the retrace, let it be known. 0.5 to 0.618. Watch for the bounce, it's not too late.
Yeah, time
Right. Yeah, time it right. Traders love Fibonacci plays. Mark the levels, watch the way. Golden pocket, that's the key zone. Let's make this money, you're never alone.
That's right, guys. You're never alone. Always tune in every single day. I love you guys. You guys are the best. You guys are my family. I love you, my crypto family. And we're going to make it, guys. We're going to make it, and it's going to be great. You know, stay strong. You know, times are going to get better. We can short when we can short. We can long when we can long. Always trade the market. Trade what the market gives you. With that being said, I'm out. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one. As always, let's make this money.